All right, Renee is out at Happy Hooves. I like that.
Oh, and there's this one horse that your photojournalist, Renee, was just showing, and she's so sweet. Had all those little pink bows and, oh.
I thought you were talking about me being so sweet. I was
You
going to say
too.
thank
Oh, you have your moments, for sure.
Yes.
Thanks, Celeste. Of course, we've got pink bows out here. We've got mini horses, and we've got these little guys. And we also have Jesse here at Happy Hooves. Good morning, Jesse.
Good morning. How are you?
Oh, we're doing great. It's a little warm out here today, but your animals are so sweet.
Yeah, this is Marshmallow. She is one of the very first rescues we got here, and her son Coco over there. They are enjoying breakfast, and it is hot for us. But for these guys, they've got it quite made. They've got their fans running. They've got 2 misting systems, so we make sure they are very, very comfortable here.
Okay, Jesse, tell me what you guys do out here at Happy Hooves.
What don't we do? So Happy Hooves, we are a nonprofit. We are a 501c3, and you know this started as a nonprofit where we were visiting nursing homes, memory care centers. But what happened was when COVID hit, I got a little locked up here, and we ended up expanding our farm to now we have 12 animals, and it's become more of a community farm, I call it, where people can come here to visit, have experiences with the animals, volunteer, and just be a part of this entire organization.
Wow. So what is it about, being in touch with animals that really helps people?
That's a great question. I myself grew up in a dairy farm, so I've always been around animals.
Wow.
But, and I guess, can take the boy from the farm, but not the farm from the boy. But it brings me peace. It brings a lot of people just reflection. The animals, they are going to respond to your energy, to your action. And for what I love to see around here is just people open up different ways. They connect with different animals different ways. The personalities are all different. And it's just a nice way to detach from this world of technology.
Yeah, it sure is, because we get so entrenched in these screens that sometimes interacting with the animals, I mean, even for patients and people with PTSD, it sounds like.
That's an excellent point. Therapy with animals, sometimes people think automatically Alzheimer's, dementia, autism, but you can have a therapeutic experience from issues with PTSD, depression. I've had people lose loved ones, and they call me up and they just want to spend time, and they become long-term volunteers. It's incredible.
And even children?
And children. And we've had autistic children come here. We've had special needs children, and some children come to volunteer with their parents. They have a mother-daughter moment. So there's all these different ways you can be involved. It's not just for therapy.
Wow, and you're right here smack dab in the middle of Phoenix. So tell me about your location.
So we are right off the 51 and Greenway. So we're in North Phoenix, very easy freeway access. And yeah.
Oh, that's great. So kids can come out here, different groups come out here. Of course, you're visiting the animals, and this is kind of the experience that you get to have.
It is. And it does vary. If you want to be a volunteer, we have a couple sessions that we have people typically come, and this time of year at 5:30, we'll do chores, but it's not just mucking stalls and cleaning out baskets and buckets. I encourage people to spend time to brush, to groom, to love, and most of these animals are rescues. So it's a win for everyone. People get to be an experience, to be a part of something bigger than themselves. Oh, thanks, Marshmallow. It's great for people to be involved in something that you wouldn't normally have a chance to do unless you were driving sometimes clear across town. And so it's great for the animals, too, coming from some very tough, sometimes abused situations, to be part of something just beautiful.
Got it. Jesse, thank you so much. We're going to come back with Jesse in just a little bit, meet some of his volunteers. He's also got an Airbnb experience that they're working on out here, and that could be really interesting if you want to get involved too. So we'll be back with him in just a few minutes. But in the meantime, Celeste, I think this is who you were talking about right here. Marshmallow?
We call her Marshy.
Yeah.
Marshy.
She's our resident mare. She's
Look
very
at that.
sassy.
Can I hold her?
Yes, you
Oh,
can.
Resident mayor?
So
like as a
cute.
leader or as a M-A-R-E? Love that.
You mean the mayor, a mayor. Oh, yeah, do you see the pink bows on the other side? Oh, so sweet.
Those little miniature horses.
Yeah.
I was just at a miniature horse farm.
They're so cute.
That's a pretty penny.
Yeah, they do.
All right, Renee's checking out Happy Hooves Animal Sanctuary in Phoenix. It does a lot of good work.
So
look
great.
at you with your
Hey,
friend.
Renee.
Hey guys, this is my new friend, Black Galaxy, right here. I hear he's kind of a favorite around here, but shh, don't tell the others, because there's a lot of others here, and we're talking to Jesse still out here at Happy Hooves this morning. Introduce us to some of our friends.
Oh my goodness, we have so many friends here. We call them Annie's friends, but they're all of our friends. Annie's our pure doodle. We have our 2 alpacas here. Sorry, I'm out of breath. Katie, the brown one, didn't want to get up, so I had to carry her over here. So we have Sheba and Katie. Those two are BFFs. They are best buddies, and they've only been here for about 5 or 6 months, if that. So Cindy, one of our volunteers, is our resident alpaca whisperer. Aww. She works with these guys, and Cindy has a tremendous amount of experience working with rescues here in the valley.
I don't know, Jesse, that was pretty impressive watching you carry that alpaca.
Yeah.
I mean, you might even pick it up again for the camera. That was pretty cool. So, I mean, it wouldn't come out of its pen, and normally they play out here. Look at this. I'm sorry, I just have to.
We call this farm fit.
There's all sorts of therapies you can do out here. Physical therapy, apparently, as well.
Squats, yeah. Just with her, that's it.
A lot of fun, though, and we've got all other animals. I want to show you guys the difference between the size of some of these mini horses and a full-size horse. That's impressive.
Yeah, so this is little Coco. He's one of the first that we adopted. We met his mother, Marshmallow, earlier. And Coco, he is one of the smallest classifications of minis. And over here, we've got our big boy, Jasper. I just adopted him about, last October, and he will eventually be my future polo horse, hopefully. So I'm going to start playing polo.
Nice,
so
nice.
He's a beautiful, beautiful 12-year-old gelding.
So Happy Hooves, I thought this was interesting, is a nonprofit, and you've been funding it through basically Airbnb experiences since COVID hit.
Yeah, so we did some fundraising pre-COVID. I've got about 12 years of nonprofit work, but pre-COVID we had a couple of, we call them farm festivals, but obviously COVID shut that down, and I started to do these Airbnb experiences where people can actually book they can book experiences here and spend an hour and a half brushing, grooming, playing, walking, just doing all different training exercises with these animals. It's a ton of fun. I actually have one tomorrow morning, and just go on to Airbnb experiences, or if you go to my website, happyhoovesaz.org, I have a link to the experiences page. Book an experience. It takes you right to Airbnb. You can see my calendar. If nothing's on there that'll fit your schedule, put a request, and I'll accommodate the best I can.
And of course, you're taking volunteers as well. And how do they get a hold of you? Same way?
Volunteers, same way. Hit the website, happyhoovesaz.org. There's a volunteer tab. There's book an experience tab. There's, even if you're interested, our guest house is not quite done, but there's a tab for inquiries about the guest house.
Got it. Jesse, thank you so much. Guys, that's really interesting. For $29, basically, you can book an experience to come out here and hang out with the animals. Of course, you can always volunteer as well, and you can work with all of these guys. And it's a fun morning, for sure.
Okay, back the name of the white llama, or is it alpaca? What's
alpaca.
it?
The name of the alpaca. Sheba.
Sheba was loving on him.
Sheba, I think, would love to visit
so
with you.
Cute.
And the pink bridle
I know.
sets off her